Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom and Food with my keto lifestyle. So, you know that a very dear, special person here on this channel on the other coast, California, sent me Jot as a gift. And it's it came with a measuring spoon. You can add it to like the boiling water, and it makes this delicious organic cup of the smoothest coffee you ever wanted to see. So, of course, since I've received it, I keep getting in my email feed, offers. And they sent out this thing for these cute little mugs. These are 2-ounce mugs. Look at it. It's so cute. There was a crooked man who lived in a crooked house, however that little poem goes. Yes. So I ordered these, and then they've got the wall, the glass wall, which is my favorite. And then they almost look like shot glasses with the glass wall, too. Just little 2-ounce cups, too. So I ordered a 2-pack of each. And that was on Wednesday here online. And Thursday, I received them on Christmas Eve day. Unbelievable. So I've been enjoying my cuppa, my little cuppa in these. The coffee is delicious, and the little glasses are just so much fun. I love it. Okay, here we are. It's still January, and this is when all those challenges come out, and come on, gang, come on, let's all do it. I've never been a joiner. I like, when I'm ready, I'm ready. And I don't know what that means about me. Doesn't play well with others. It's the only child thing. I don't know. Go ahead, put me on the analyst's couch, but give me a nice, cozy blanket to wrap myself in. So anyway, I don't join challenges, but I'm always, I always love to line up and watch them. But what I do every day is plan out my food, plan out what I'm going to eat. I practice the clean intermittent fasting. I guess we could call it CIF, C-I-F, and the OMAD. And for me, I always say that is what makes the difference. When I overindulge, which isn't that often, but when I do, I know that I've got the OMAD. So it stops, I go to the bathroom, and I don't mean I go to the bathroom. I go into the bathroom, and I do my water pick floss, my regular floss, my brushing of my teeth, and that's it, girly. I know I'm done for the day. And I know that I'm going to clean intermittent fast until my next meal, which is between 1 and 2 the next day. So no matter what I might have had, I didn't keep it going, and I think that's an important thing. The window that they talk about with clean intermittent fasting, I find what works for me is one meal, that's it. If I'm having a treat, I have it right after the meal. I don't I'll just have a little cup of decaf and a half hour later want the treat. I don't do that. I just have it all then. It's one and done, and then I know that I'm good for the next 23, 24 hours. And so my gut, I have this one here that's just, maybe it's in the glasses. Anyway, it's driving me nuts. If you want to drive me nuts, put a hair in my eyes. All right. So anyway, sorry. Where's my hairdresser? Oh, that's right. I need directions to get to the hairdresser. Pandemic. So, yeah, it's all done at once. And then I just move on. I have between 4 and 5 20-ounce glasses of my triple filtered water every day. A couple of them are salted. Sometimes I stick my tongue in the kosher sea salt little dish that I have for the electrolytes. And that's how I just do my day. It works. And I'm happy with it. And yeah, so life is good, and we keep on keeping on. I kind of sort of plan my meals. I'm doing a pretty good job of working the freezer instead of going out and buying on sale sort of meats, and then putting them in the freezer and then going out and buying more. And I never take from the freezer. So I've been rather good at doing the freezer work off. And for a lot of you, that's one of my places that always needs a little bit of work. And so I'm happy with things the way they are. I just remembered I can smell it. I'm browning some burger. Hold on, I have to do this again. The cats are doing the circle dance around me. They've been telling me since 4 a.m. It is now 4:20 that it's time for me to feed them, and it's not time for me to feed them. I try to hold them off until like 5. So anyway, life is good. I don't drop the habits that I've learned over the decades. I began in Overeaters Anonymous in the 70s, the 1970s, and so 40 something years ago. And I learned a lot about my food addiction then. And I continue today to do what I need to do to work with it. It's never gone, it's only managed, just like my addiction to alcohol. But as we know, during the pandemic, the food has been a more difficult aspect because, for a lot of us, that's what we do. Hello. It's like, hello, Ms. Obvious. Isn't your channel about food and emotions about food? Oh, and the wisdom you've got from overdoing it all those decades? Oh, yeah. So, this is what we do here every day. We just talk about it. Sometimes it's easy peasy. Sometimes it's difficult. And it's funny, I was listening to, her name is Chantel, and I can't think of the rest of her name, but she's a clean intermittent fasting person. And I think she works hand in hand with Jen Stevens, Gin Stevens, Stephens, who does the Delay, Don't Deny, and another book she's got out. And so she was interviewing somebody, and the person does everything that clean intermittent fasting isn't. And I thought she did a very gracious hosting of it because the things that the person being interviewed does, and I guess it's worked for her. So, how can she did say that she respectfully disagrees, but didn't go into the why and the wherefores, because this woman was integrating things into the plain water that she promotes and that I do, with things like crushed up cucumber in it and lemon, and I think there was another thing that she put in it, and having those throughout the day. And that was the whole point for me in the most recent cleanup of things, as it were, is not having the lemon squeezed in the water and not having the flavored coffees and learning how to drink it black. And for those of you out there that are practicing something in January that they've never done before, which is black coffee, good for you. Is it easy? Oh, no. No, 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 it's not. And so if you're working on it, if you've given up the creamer, good for you. If you've given up the sweetener, good for you. The woman that was being interviewed, by the way, talked about how to give up the sweet part and how to, just use half the amount of creamer and half the amount of the sugar for a week, and then cut that in half. And then, by the time you get to like week 3 or 4, you're pretty much at the black coffee place. Although she did it cold turkey. And I don't think I did it cold turkey because I wasn't trying to get to black coffee. I was just trying to, and here's the difference. I wasn't trying to get to black coffee. I was trying to get to unloaded coffee, right? There's like a difference. It's for some people, it's like I didn't do this to lose weight. I did this to get healthy, but I lost weight, right? Or I didn't do this to um, get healthy. I did it to lose weight, but oh, I got healthy along the way. So the unintended bonuses of this going to the black is sometimes more that, it starts with wanting to give up the sweet more, or the just the idea of stuff in it, and it just doesn't feel as clean as the black now does. It took a while, and I had to develop a taste, and now here I am at really a very strong black taste. My favorites are Sumatra, Italian, and French, and I buy the Wicked Joe's coffee from Maine and have those. Although they did have a seasonal one out, and it wasn't a flavored one. It wasn't like, bourbon tasting or cinnamon or, marshmallow or chocolate. It was another strong blend of strong coffees that I bought. So I can have that as a treat too. And so, it's just the getting used to and how you do it. And for some people, cold turkey works the best. It's a couple of days of like uncomfortableness. It's like taking the spoon and reaching for the stevia bowl, but oh, oh, that's right, the stevia bowl isn't there anymore, or reaching for the packet of the yellow, green, red, blue packets, and just oh, they aren't there anymore either. And even if something isn't harmful, like the stevia, like the xylitol, things like that, they do have questions about them. And for some, the stevia is so overly processed. How a green leaf ends up being white powder, please, that's called processing. And so some chemicals or things could be done to it that are questionable. They aren't pure. It doesn't say on it, you know, stevia is pure. Well, maybe they make claims, but like they don't talk about the bleaching and the crushing and the chemicals and the this and then the that, and or the alcohol sugars in the xylitol, erythritol, right? But that's not really it. It's just getting the palate used to not having all of that sweet, right? So it takes a while, and there has to be some percentage of wanting it, right? So, and it's how bad do you want it, baby? And so we go with that. And so for some of us, we've gotten there, and it's working. And each little tweak that we do, our bodies love it. And, I can't stress having enough water. I didn't have enough water for about a year. And, I guess I did some damage to my kidneys, according to my nurse practitioner. So I make sure that I don't flood myself with water. I get enough water. So yes, I have to get up sometimes once, maybe twice a night to pee, but I know that I'm getting enough liquid in my body, and I don't want to damage my kidneys any further or harm them. And so I do that by having that water and the salts, for the electrolytes. I take a quarter of a teaspoon of no salt or low salt, that potassium, it's loaded with potassium thing, like shaker, you buy it with where the spices are. You can get no salt or low salt. I do a quarter of a teaspoon of that and a quarter of a teaspoon of Celtic salt in my first morning water. There used to be lemon squeezed into it, but I don't do that anymore because that's part of not having the clean fast. Then the supplements, even those, I guess, could affect your blood sugars and your insulin. So I save those, and I have those with my OMAD now. And so, just little tweaks, I guess they can make a difference. It works for me, so I promote it here, right? I'm not telling you to do it. I'm telling you what works for me. And if you haven't tried it yet, give it a try. Some people have tried it. Some people have tried the OMAD, and they find that both or either are too restrictive. And so they've gone back to what works for them or what they're comfortable with. sometimes what we're comfortable with doesn't necessarily work for us, right? But it is a place of comfort. And I guess if you want to trade in being uncomfortable or not having something the way that you want it for comfortable, hey, at this stage of the game, I say, have at it, right? It it's just what works for you. And being comfortable might work for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks if you're paying attention to it. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, I'm ready to go a little bit further, deeper, cleaner and trying it out. So it's your own pace, it's your own food plan, it's what works for you. We've been through the ringer, right? And so take your time, do what works for you. When you get the nudge, follow the nudge. And until then, I will see you the next time here. I will be browning my burger. It's going on my pizza today, my cauliflower crust pizza. And I will see you here the next time because this is what we do. And we just do it a day at a time. We start off with our cuppa. Sometimes we watch me, sometimes we don't. And life is good, right? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And if I haven't thanked all of you people for the gifts, cards, and donations that you gave over the holiday season for me, thank you. Thank you. I do have a little PayPal thing on my at the start of my website. It's down in the lower right-hand corner. And thank you all for those that do. It really helps me do my channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you here the next time. Bye-bye for now.